Yeah, before we get started, I'd like to give you a little reminder that there's still time to enter to win this Gallery Mobius zero point 0.2 airbrush. Brand new in the box. And it's as simple as being a subscriber, which all you gotta do is click subscribe. It's free. And and comment below, I want to win a Mobius. Simple as that. You'll be entered to win. There'll be a random drawing announced on July 1st. So go ahead and enter. Good luck. Hey everyone. If this is your first time here, welcome to the dungeon. If you've been here before, welcome back. So, as I often do, I was perusing eBay looking for vintage airbrushes. I didn't find anything interesting, but I did come across this Sparmax MAX-3. It's used, but it was $10. 17 was shipping and tax. You can tell it's well used. Came with this cleaning pot. And it also came with what I thought was a box of paints. There really wasn't much in the description. Turns out that it's makeup. Airbrush makeup. So that's what they were using this for. So first thing I noticed that it's missing the limiter screw. Let's see here. Which is fine. I don't really use it anyway. And I can see that the last person to tear this thing apart put the trigger in backwards. The smooth part is toward the front. And as soon as it starts tipping back, your finger slides. So my guess is somebody had plans to go into this airbrush makeup artistry and it didn't work out for them, so they gave up. Okay, there's a lot of resistance on that needle. Yeah, that is filthy. See a ton of pink makeup on there. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to just rip this whole thing down and give it a good cleaning. Trigger uses that T kind of configuration, like on the old HPC or the some of the Microns were like that. Checking guide. That looks everything looks normal. It all looks fine. Open this up. And yeah, that's bad. There's a lot of makeup in there. This brush was not cleaned, it was just put away dirty. Some light on it. There you see the pink in the bottom. I hate to think how much is in the needle, in the nozzle. So as you can see, is very bad. So it seems this is going to be more of a rescue than an acquisition, the way this brush was treated. Part the front end. And yeah, that's filthy. Have to pull the nozzle. I normally don't, but in this case it needs to come off. So here's paperwork in the bottom of the box, I just noticed. And this little thing here is an adapter to make your valve run constant without pushing the trigger. Kind of double, single action. It comes with all these Sparmax. So the other thing in the box is this little wrench to pull the nozzle off. And I have a better tool for this, but I don't want to dig it out. So a couple turns and it comes right off. And yeah, everything is so packed with makeup. It's pretty sad. Just to give you an idea how heavy this is. This is not just a residue like you might find on something that was poorly cleaned. This was not cleaned at all. Look at that. It's like a thick coating on there. And it runs all through the brush. So I'm gonna go thoroughly clean this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, this thing was filthy. It was everywhere, like even under the threads inside where the nozzle went on. Yeah, it was bad. I took the packing screw out. It was hell to clean up. That stuff doesn't want to clean, just wants to hang on. And yeah, so I mean, I polished the needle. Got it cleaned out pretty good. So now we're gonna. The only thing that I reassembled off camera was I put the needle back in, the nozzle back in. So. Hopefully there's nothing hiding inside that nozzle. Like I said, this stuff does not want to come out. So if you ever want to use your airbrush for paint, don't run makeup through it. Bad. Bad mojo. Now we're gonna put this trigger in, put it in, give it a little turn, and you'll find where it's supposed to sit. And that's it right there. Now this time we put the ridges in the front, which you could always tell. There's a little divot in the back of most triggers so that they can ride the contour of the body when they're pulled all the way back. Just in case the ridges don't give you a hit, because all you're going to do is slip off of it with those in the back like it was. So. Spring, housing, everything's very well made. Cap, which we will be taking off, but that's where it goes. And just for fun, I decided to try, this is the needle limiter from the Harbor Freight Avante airbrush that I recently did a review on. And while it provides a little bit of stop, it doesn't go all the way forward. It doesn't quite operate. But it does fit on there. Makes it look finished. But then of course the Avante doesn't look finished because put that back over there where it goes. And okay, now we're going to go to the easel and put this thing through its paces. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, as usual, we're going to start off with illustration black straight from the bottle at about 20 psi. And I can't say this enough. When you use these little squirt bottles, wipe them so that you don't have a crust. That gets in your airbrush. That's bad news. Okay, first thing I want to do is hit it with no paint, just air, to see if this is seated properly, and it appears to be. So now we'll ease back and spots. They're a little bit spidery and got some hesitation. That's at 20 psi, so we're going to knock it up to 25 and see what happens. This is a 0.3. The number in the name, the MAX series, MAX-3 indicates a 0.3. MAX-2 has a 0.2. MAX-3.5 has a 0.35. So on and so forth. Yeah, the air feels way too high. So I'm going to knock it down to about 10 psi. A little more hesitation at 10. I got to pull the trigger back a little farther than I like. So we're going to need to thin it down. We're going to take it down to about 50% with isopropyl alcohol. I tend to like the alcohol best for the Createx. The 4021 is pretty decent as well. But yeah, there's a lot of hesitation. And a fair bit of spidering. And atomization. Pretty soft. But yeah, it'll go to color pretty decently. It's wide open at about 5 inches away. With a 50-50 mix. I'm going to knock it down a lot more, way over reduced. I couldn't say exactly mix, but it's probably about 3 to 1, 2 or 3 to 1. Okay, now I'm getting much better control. Okay, over reduced with low air pressure, and that's getting quite a crisp line. see how the atomization holds up. Even softer than before. And the tiny test. Something I noticed that I do a lot. Take a closer look at that. Pretty solid performance. Yeah, when you pull back, the hesitation's gone. You demand paint and it delivers. So that's good. For a 0.3, this is a very good detail brush. Gradual size difference. Dagger strokes. Of course, my dagger strokes are not clean and straight because, like I said, my steady hand is gone due to having a couple strokes. Got a little on my hand there. Cap. Now I'm basically just doodling. Shading. A gradual gradient. Overall, the paint's going where I'm telling it to. And see how fast we can go to color. Pretty good without any runs or any breaking up of the paint, even though we're really thin. So yeah, it's about $100 to $130 for this brush new. And I mean, it was definitely worth the 1767, whatever it was that it cost me, even though it was filthy and abused and put together wrong. But if you bought this at full price, I think you're getting your money's worth. Solid brush. So, do I recommend it? Yeah, go ahead, grab one. Shop around, get the best price you can find. I've seen them for as low as like 98, 97 bucks, something like that, on a more obscure website. So, but on all the main trusted sites, you get it for around between 100 and 120 bucks. So. 130 tops. Sparmax is a solid brand. It's been around a long time. So I don't think you can go wrong with this. That's my take on it. Thanks for watching. Bye.